Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys all had a great Memorial Day weekend, and we're back to talk about this Tuesday slate. Before we get into it, please be sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe as well. Got on track yesterday with the main slate. Missed out on the early slate, but the main slate was great. I even went heavier than expected on the main slate because I guess everybody was busy barbecuing, but the contests were not filling up, especially the double ups, and a lot of the double ups are guaranteed. You can filter that with the app or online. So I knew that they're going to run no matter what, so I just threw my lineup in a lot more than expected and ended up turning out great because easily cashed, and all double ups even made out in GPPs as well with the 126.55. So like I said, if you want to join us for MLB, you can visit the website, links in the description. We have a big sale off the season price until June 1st, so you can get that if you're interested. Let's talk about this slate. We got a nice 14-game slate for Tuesday. So only have like a couple clear aces on the board. We'll call more than an ace, but not in this matchup against the Yankees. And then below him, we have Maeda and Snell. Both are in great matchups. I like both of them. If I had to pick one, I would probably go with Blake Snell a little bit because I know that the Phillies are, I know that Maeda is going to be very heavily owned, and Maeda is not, he's not super consistent, even though he had a couple of really solid games. So I know his ownership is going to be a lot higher than Blake Snell. So we get a lot of leverage if Maeda ends up not doing great and Snell ends up doing awesome, because Snell is also in a great matchup on his own. Oakland is very bad against lefties. The Coliseum is a huge ballpark, one of the best pitcher-friendly ballparks in the league this season, and Snell's been a lot more consistent than Maeda. Just look at the numbers. Only had one bad game, which was at Baltimore. Other than that, he's been very serviceable and won against the Yankees. Other than that, he's been very serviceable and elite. He has already 4 times he's gotten over 30 DraftKings points, which is great. And the Rays are actually catching fire, so I think he has a good shot to get the W. He already has 6 wins on the season, so the Rays are playing great, and the Oakland Gazette is not a very good pitcher, so he should be heavily favored in this game. His ERA at home is a lot better than on the road, but like I said, on the road, Tropicana Park is another one of the best pitcher ballparks in the league. But the Coliseum is pretty similar to Tropicana, so I'm not worried about that. His still batting average against and whip on the road is still serviceable, and like I said, on the road he's usually in more hitter ballparks. But that's not the case here in Oakland. Second pitcher, I'm going to go Felix Hernandez, King Felix. I needed a cheap pitcher, not a lot I like at cheap pitching, because I do want to spend up for some of these bats, like the Red Sox and the core stack as usual. But Felix has been pretty solid at home this season. 3.99 ERA, batting average against is way lower, as well as his strikeout rate is a lot higher at home. So I think it's a fine play. This Rangers offense is very, very bad, near the bottom of the league, bottom third in against right-handed pitching. Also don't slug the ball very well, and Safeco Park is another great pitcher ballpark. So all things considered, cheap price tag with Felix still has decent upside. I think he's a fine play in this matchup against the Rangers. Getting onto some of these bats, first base, I love Mitch Moreland today. He's at 4,100. You can always stack up the Red Sox offense when they're playing at home, and it's a great thing that they're facing Marcus Stroman, who's been very bad this season. Mitch Moreland has been on fire against right-handed pitching this season, and especially at home. Red Sox also are another offense that crushes the ball at home. Moreland's batting .359 at home compared to just a .268 on the road. And Estrada's been giving up a lot of home runs, so Moreland does have a lot of power. And against righties, he's been great this season. He's averaging .333 batting average with a .689 slugging percentage. And like I said, those numbers are great, and it helps a lot that he's playing at home, where he's absolutely crushes the ball with a .703 slugging percentage. Second batter, I got Matt Carpenter. Carpenter has caught fire the last couple weeks. His batting average was well below 200. It was like 180, 160 something last time I checked about a couple weeks ago, and now he's all the way up to 221. He's been on fire, up to 6 home runs on the season. Just check out his last 10 games. He's batting .390 with a .756 slugging percentage and a .444 on base percentage. We knew that Mike Carpenter was just a matter of time before he got his back going, and he's definitely in a hot streak right now. So I want to continue to ride him. He's still fairly cheap at just $3,800, and he has had Zach Davies' number in his career. In 21 at-bats, Carpenter is hitting .429 with 2 home runs against Davies. And it's a great lefty-righty matchup, and Carpenter has always hit righties well, so I like him a lot at that price tag. Now, I talk about some cores. Get some cores in. Carlos Gonzalez at 3,900. Now, Cargo, he got the start the last 2 games, and he did not disappoint. He went 6 for 8 in the starts that he received after not getting a start for a while. I think he should get another start today. It's another lefty-righty matchup against Samardzija, who's been very bad this season, and just the way that he swung the bat the last 2 games. I think the Rockies should definitely try to get his bat in there. He's always hit righties exceptionally well, and has always crushed it at home in cores. The splits are insane. At home, he hits .375 with the .775 slugging percentage, and then on the road, he's basically invisible with the .188 batting average and just a .238 slugging percentage. And he's hit righties well this season, like I mentioned. He's slugging .513 against right-handed pitching this season with a .256 batting average. So, all things considered, I like Cargo a lot at 5,900. Very, very cheap. If you can't afford Blackman, I think Cargo is a great replacement for that at almost $2,000 cheaper. And then finally, we got Gorkys Hernandez at 3,800. Now, this guy is just kind of lit on fire, like I said. Has speed, has power, and hits leadoff. All 3 things you like, not to mention he's on fire right now. Look at all the multiple hit games he's gotten in a row in his last couple games. Last 10, he's hitting .425 with an .850 slugging percentage. Freeland has been very solid this season, especially at home, but he's still pretty vulnerable against right-handed bats. And the Giants do have some, and Coors is heating up at this time, so I'm not going to be playing Freeland. I will still stack against him than I would play him. The Giants do have some power bats like Hernandez. Longoria has always hit lefties well. McCutchen hits lefties well, so I do like the Giants a bit. So if you're stacking up Coors, you got to get some Giants as well as some Rockies. And Hernandez leading off of this team, just how hot he's been lately. It's a hard fade for me at this price tag. And there you have it. Those are 6 guys I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck today.